Hello traders. So let us analyze what gold market is doing right now. Okay. So if you watch my previous video, you know that I am actually looking to buy the market. All right. So and I'm glad that price respected this zone. Okay. So if you watch my previous video, you would understand that I was expecting price to retrace down to this demand zone right here. So right now, since price has retraced all the way back to the demand zone, so let us clear some things right here so we can. So now, since price has moved all the way down here, let us see if we can actually look out for our buy setup. Okay. So looking at what price is doing, price has moved to the um, should I call it to the demand area, right? Price has moved to the demand area exactly. So let me go down to the 15-minute time frame. So let us see what price is doing. And actually, I'll be using my trading setup, my trading strategy rather. So and as you can see, this is my trading journal. This is my confluences before I enter trade. Okay, so you can simply this is what I'll be using so you can also learn how I enter my trade. So considering the bias, I'm looking to buy, right? Okay. So let us see what price is doing. You can see that price has retraced all the way down to the demand zone. And after that, we can see the last price. Okay. So when price tap into this zone, okay, price move upward aggressively. Okay. So but for us to see what actually happened here, like the how do I say it? Um the footprints, let me call it the footprint. I mean the patterns that happen right here. So I'm going to go down to the 5 minutes. All right, I'll go down to the 5 minutes, but let me just mark out this zone, okay, so that we know that this is our 15 minutes demand area. Okay, 15 minutes demand area. So I'm going to go down to 5 minutes. I want to see how price reacts at this level here. So now, since I have gone down to the 5 minutes, I'm looking to buy the market, right? So now, if I didn't mean that price is it wants to continue this selling pressure, okay, so what we are going to expect is that price will create this downtrend. After it reverses to this stage, then price will continue to go down. But in this case, price didn't react that way. And what actually happened here is that price simply make a market shift. Okay, so this is at the point that price make a market shift to the upside. So I'm going to mark that as our market shift. And if you look at my trading analysis, my trading strategy, so we have look up for buyers, either buy or sell. I already said that I want to look for a buy setup. But spot supply, the number two is spot supply and demand zone at 15 minutes, which I have already done. Okay, I mark out this demand zone at 15 minutes. Then after that, I have spot break of structure, mark out break of structure at 5 minutes following the print. So it means that this is my 5 minutes, right? So this is at the point that price shifted from bearish to bullish. So let me mark out my break of structure right now. So my break of structure will start from this level here. This is a break of structure to the upside. Then this is another break of structure to the upside. Okay, this is another break of structure. After this one, where is our last break of structure? Okay, so we also have a, let me zoom in. So we have also have a minor break of structure right here. Okay, so this is a break of structure. It's a minor break of structure though, but it is a break of structure because the candle that closed right there is a very strong candle. So right now, where is our last break of structure? This is our last break of structure, which means that we have higher highs and higher low. Okay, so what is the next thing? What is our next strategy? After that, we want to spot liquidity zones. So it says that I write it here that look out for 5 minutes liquidity sweep above or below double bottom or double top, something like that, liquid candle, and this is where I can enter at this level. But for more extra confirmation, then I will actually wait well for market shift. Okay, so the market shift is what I have. Okay, okay, the market shift is what I will actually wait for to happen above here. So where is our market shift after price retrace all the way up here? Now our market shift will start from identifying our last week of structure, which is our last higher low. So this is our last higher low right here. So I'm going to mark this place our last higher low. Okay, so this is our last higher low. Then it means that we have a market shift because price was actually going up, but now we can see that price has broke the previous higher low of the last break of structure, right? So let us look at the next thing. Wait well for market shift plus retest. So it means that I'm going to look out for market shift plus retest to the supply or demand zone of the liquidated candle. So it means that in this case, since price was actually moving up, I'm going to look out for my supply zone. And where is my supply zone? The supply zone that caused this price to break this higher low. Where is my supply zone? This is my supply zone. Okay, this range right there is my supply zone. So right now, let us look at the next thing. Wait for retest, and after that, the number six, the last but not the least, is that en enter at sorry about that, enter trade upon the respected of retest of the either supply or demand zone while placing my stop loss above or below the liquidated candle. So it simply means that this is my supply zone. Okay, this is my 5 minutes 5 minutes supply zone. Now price has actually retested this supply zone, isn't it? So since price has retested that zone, since price has retested that zone, then this is the point at which I am supposed to have entered this trade, okay, and place my stop loss above here and target the next level. But right now, price has already moved a little bit to the downside. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So um, right now we can see that price is actually more like consolidating around this zone because I would love to enter at where price price will not easily take me out. Okay, so and another thing is that the time now is 10:23 a.m. So I am supposed to, if I want to wait for for the right session that I do trade, that will be around the London session and the overlap session, right? But right now, since the setup has shown already, so why am I waiting? Why am I waiting for the London session? So, but I'm still going to try as much as possible to have a good risk management on this trade. So, but for me to see the structure of this trend, of this move right there, I'm going to go down to the 1 minute. Okay. So, if you are not a professional trader, it's not advisable that you you go down to 1 minute. All right. So, what I'm trying to explain right now is that price has already moved all the way down here, and if I'm waiting that price may still come up here, price may not come up there. Okay. So, but I want to try to to enter at this zone. So if I enter at this zone, or let me simply go down to 5 minutes again. So coming down to 5 minutes, I can simply enter at this zone and place my stop loss above this zone because this zone is I can call it a 5 minutes supply zone as well. Okay, this is a 5 minute supply zone as well because after price came all the way down there, price retraced with this green candle and it continued the selling pressure. So I can say that this is my 5 minutes supply zone. Okay, so this is my stop loss above the 5 minutes and I'm entering this trade around this area. So where is the next key level that I can target for my take profits? The next key level is this demand zone. Okay, this is my next key level. This is my next key level. So I'm going to enter this trade and let us see how it is going to play out in some few hours now. So I'm going to see you very soon.
Yeah, welcome back, traders.
So as you can see that we are currently in profit with a good risk management. Really. So we are currently up about $700 right here. Can you see that? That's $700 there. So in fact, this is a proof that you need to have a a good working strategy, because the focus is not to make money at first. The focus is to, having a good strategy that can work for a long term, the one that can play out in a long term. Okay, so you can see that I simply analyze this reversal trend, and it's just like a law of gravity, as my mentor usually says, that anything that goes up must what? Must come down. Okay. So although this strategy is it has shifted from bearish to from bearish to bullish already, but it's just that I'm trading this counter trend. Okay, this is a counter trend because the buyers that I'm looking for is to buy the market, but because I see a sell opportunity and there's no any other things that we can do in the market we can either buy or sell. So just look at this trade right there. Price actually, because I entered somewhere around there. Okay, I entered somewhere around here, and my stop loss is above here. Now price was actually coming all the way down here before price reversed again. So, and I believe that it is at the point at overlap session started that this trend started breaking down. Okay, so if you want to follow the print of price here, okay, so we can simply say that since this is 5 minutes, so we can simply say that okay, so price will, potentially, okay, where is our last break of structure? This is our last break of structure here. Okay, so after that, where is our supply zone? Above this break of structure, this is one supply zone. Okay, this is one supply zone. And where is the next supply zone? This is another supply zone here. Okay, so actually do what price can actually do now is that price can, reverse all the way up here, and if this place fails, it may come all the way up here as well before it starts this push down. Okay, so but either way, let us see the result of this trade, because I'm going to leave this trade to run to my TP. So this is I'm going to see you very soon. Yes, I finally do it. I did it, man. Just look at this simple. Trading can be so simple as just marking up your BOS, your market shift, and your liquidity zone. Really, price has already taken TP. In fact, just less than just less than 5 minutes, because I was even thinking that price will reverse to this supply zone or this supply zone, but eventually price just continue to drop. It just continue to drop, and right now I have made about $1,000 plus. Can you see that? $1,000 plus. So, man, man, okay. So this is the first phase, all right. So I believe that I'm refining the edges more and more, and this is just a testament, because the last time that I made a profit, this is the exact strategy that I implemented, and last time I made about $800. And this time around, you can see that this is just, man. So if you are a trader and you are still struggling, in fact, you see, you can follow this exact method. This is a mechanical method. This is a mechanical method that I learned, and if it is working for me, it can also work for you as well. So this is not for me to, to flaunt my wins alone, but for you to also learn as well. So I believe that if you also implement this strategy, I believe that you are going to be a profitable trader. So this is a win for me. Yeah.